You're not going to hear me saying this very often, but today we're going to try, emphasis on the try, we're going to try and shoot some cityscape photography. Why? Because we are in Seattle, Washington, and it is my favorite city in the entire world. We may be able to shoot some landscape photography as well towards sunset. I don't know. We'll see where we are around that time, but if anything, today is just about focusing on exploring the city, getting some good footage of some of the most iconic, famous places, and really try and get one image or two of just some nice cityscape photography. So let's go do it. Okay, so attempt number one at cityscape photography. We've got a fantastic view. When shooting long exposure, especially in the daytime like this, make sure you cover your viewfinder with something. I forgot my electric tape, so I'm just going to use my lens cloth here. Okay, so the Lee 10-stop ND filter is giving us an exposure time of around 25 seconds, which should look pretty nice. We're going to go ahead and take the image. So that was 1/40th of a second. I'm at f11, ISO 100. This is my view here. Polarizer, 2-stop, soft edge grad, and then the 10-stop ND grad. The thing about downtown Seattle is if you visit, I highly recommend that you either choose to Uber or rely on public transportation or something, because it is just very stressful just driving within the downtown area, just trying to get around, trying to find parking. It's just crazy. So we've come here to this park just to get away from that for just a moment, go back towards sunset, and hopefully continue on with the plan of shooting some cityscape photography. But for now, we're just gonna have a little wander around this park and maybe find an image or two. Now, it's so important to not always just be looking up. Searching for that grand vista is important, but it's just as important sometimes, especially when you're in these kind of woodland-y conditions, to look down, because you may find something special. And I think that's what we've done here. I found a composition. It's this beautiful single leaf catching the attention of the entire image. amongst all these other leaves that are just orange and yellow and brown, and it just stands in the middle so nicely. I am at 0.3 seconds, no wind right now, so it's not an issue. I'm at f5.6 ISO 100. I have my 24 to 70 mil that I'm shooting with. As you can see, the scene is just fantastic. Look at that. Alright, I'm on a 10-second timer. Let's go ahead and take this composition now. Okay, and I'm going to stand back to avoid any camera shake, and we'll see how that turns out.
Brighten the streets with everywhere you go. You lifted a life as hearts kept hearing no. I wanted to just say that it was nice to know that someone like you exists, but are found in few. You are found in few. You are found in few. How special you. You are found in few.
What I had in mind here in Pike's Place Market was to do a long exposure with the sign from across the street while the cars were just moving, and just capture the movement of the cars with that famous Pike's Place Market sign staying intact. Unfortunately though, when I got there to the location, I realized that I forgot to bring my camera that I filmed with. So I wasn't able to really explain my settings or how I capture that image, but basically I didn't use an ND filter or anything like that. I just did a 30-second exposure at f16. My ISO was 100, and it gave me an exposure of 30 seconds, and I think it turned out pretty well. Please consider subscribing. Till next time, from Seattle, bye for now.